Imagine the person you love driving to a special event, whether it's their graduation, a wedding, or a gathering. But on the way there, their life is taken because another driver made the choice to use their cell phone while driving. We all have one of these, and we all love to use them. But according to textinganddrivingsafety.com, at least 23% of auto collisions involved cell phone use in 2011. To break it down into simpler terms, that's 1.3 million crashes a year. There are too many automobile incidents that happen as a result of cell phone use. Our generation needs to bring an end to car crashes because of the temptation to answer a call or a text. So why is it such a problem? Teens who text while driving spend approximately 10% of their time outside of their lane or in a different lane. Unknowingly driving outside of a lane is just asking for a car crash. As drivers, it's our responsibility to stay alert and aware of our surroundings. It is important to prevent any use of an electronic device while driving because that device could cost you or someone else's life. But many people don't have cell phones. False. According to the website mentioned earlier, 82% of Americans aged 16 to 17 own cell phones, which is around the time most people get their licenses. In addition to the majority of teenagers owning a cell phone, many have admitted to using it while driving. 34% have admitted to texting while driving, while 52% have admitted to talking on the phone while driving. Talking on the phone while driving is extremely distracting, especially for new drivers. Not to mention, a driver taking their eyes off the road to answer a text is equivalent to the likelihood of a crash if the driver were drunk. Everyone looks at drinking and driving as such an awful act, so why don't we feel the same way about texting and driving? Using your phone while driving isn't even dangerous, but it is. Not only is texting while driving equivalent to driving while intoxicated, but texting while driving makes a crash 23 times more likely to happen. Dialing, talking, or even just reaching for the phone can make a crash more likely as well. The reason that texting while driving is so dangerous is because if a driver is looking at their phone, that means that they aren't looking at the road. Let me put it this way. It takes at least 5 seconds to respond to a text message while driving. So in simpler terms, if a driver is giving their attention to their phone and they're driving down the highway at 55 miles an hour, that's driving the entire length of a football field without looking at the road. Well, what can I do about it? There are many things we can do to end cell phone use while driving once and for all. The first way is to stop doing it ourselves. Many people have admitted that they do it when they're in a vehicle or that if they're in a car with the driver was on their phone. Don't use your phone while driving. Don't put yourself, your passengers, or other drivers on the road in danger. If you're a driver today, I challenge you to resist the temptation to pick up your phone when your hands are on the wheel. How would you feel if someone's life was taken because you were responding to a text message that could have waited? Many states have already passed laws to keep drivers safe on the road. 10 states prohibit drivers from using handheld devices, and 39 states prohibit all drivers from texting. While only some cities in Texas have cell phone usage laws for drivers, we can still refrain from using our devices to keep ourselves and those around us safe. The first step to keeping all drivers safe is by making drivers aware. There are many ways to get in the know and find information about texting and driving. One way to do so is by looking up pages on social media or Googling our information. If you're in a car with a driver who is texting or talking on the phone, urge them to save it for later. Your life is on the line. There are also several blogs and websites dedicated specifically to driver safety. For example, the website I mentioned earlier, textinganddrivingsafety.com. In conclusion, every time you get in a vehicle, you make the choice to pick up your phone or wait until you've reached your destination. Make the right choice by keeping your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. Although it can be tempting to answer that phone call or respond to a text, those few simple letters could cost your life are worth the wait.